Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and watch the entire video. If you like the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notifications button at the end.
Welcome to the Anthony Spade channel.
Okay, today we're going to be talking about, is the coronavirus thing to happen to today's world? I was just thinking about that when I went to the grocery store. I had to stand in line. I was the only one in line without a mask on, but I didn't care. But I got to thinking, like, people are standing in lines to go in stores. The whole world is shut down. Right now, nothing matters. Your status doesn't matter. Your money doesn't matter. Who you are don't matter. None of that matters. What matters now is who can survive mentally, psychologically. Everyone that was taking life for granted is forced to stop and think about all the little things in life that they have ignored. See, the world's been getting out of line. That's how come Red Pill had to be formed. That's how come MGTOW exploded. That's how come all these psychological ideologies have been placed, have been notified, and knowledge is spilling out of life. People are wakening up to the elites. They're waking up to the agendas. But now that people are woke, there's no life for people to wake up to. In other words, I look at the Black conscious community, right? They say the same thing over and over in the Black conscious community, where Black people came from, how we were enslaved, the melanin skin. They talk the same stuff that Farrakhan been talking for 60 years. But no one ever learned from it. No one ever paid attention to it because there's no feeling for it. And the reason why is because everyone's been desensitized to that. See, that's what's been happening in today's world. We are desensitized to everything in life that we were supposed to be scared of. Everything in life that we were taught, we became desensitized to it, to the point that the value of mankind means nothing anymore. See, right now, we're so overpopulated with people that are doing devilish things that the elites and the people that run the world are scared of the world ending due to the delusion of all mankind, not just women. You know, everything that's bad turned out to be good. Everything that's good has turned out to be bad. At least that's what we think. See, our women got to the point where they were valueless. Nobody respected them anymore. Nobody respects the woman. Nobody wants to be married. Nobody wants to have kids. Nobody wants to raise a family anymore. So where do we go from here when there's nothing to work towards besides competitiveness? When man and woman became more competitors than lovers, the world needed to come to a halt because there's nothing to grow from here. See, when we have too many people that are doing bad things, the people that actually see how the world runs, they're willing to make the sacrifice of a small few to affect millions. See, with this coronavirus, it's only going to be a small few based on the population of people that are really going to get hit, that are really going to die, that are really going to suffer. But it's going to send a message to all mankind that they need to value life. And those that do not value life will be slaughtered. There's going to be a lot of death coming. We would never, ever, ever return back to the life that we know of. If everyone thinks that they're just going to wake up one day and gradually start putting everything back into play, it's not going to work that way. And the reason why it's not going to work that way is because it didn't happen in one country. It didn't happen in one state. It didn't happen in one little land or one little town. This happened on a global scale. The shutdown is on a global scale. The lockdown's on a global scale. So now everybody in the world can be controlled because everybody in the world is at their most vulnerable. People want to talk about the 5G, the 5G internet. The 5G internet is a step up from the 4G internet, all right? But what people are scared of when it comes to the 5G is the radiation that it's going to put off. The radiation is what's going to harm you. But what they're not realizing about the 5G is that the 4G puts off radiation as well. Though the 5G is going to put off more radiation. But the 5G is not what's happening here. Because the 5G hasn't been rolled out yet. The 5G hasn't been pushed. So if the 5G was to be rolled out and the 5G was to be pushed, we may or may not see more sick people. But the virus itself now, the coronavirus, is something separate than 5G. 5G is not what's causing people to go to the hospital. That's the coronavirus. And the coronavirus is a virus that when it goes inside of you and it goes to your thyroid and then it goes down into your lungs, what happens is it starts pumping fluid inside of your lungs. So as a person tries to breathe and your lungs go in and out like that with you breathing, it's filling up with water. So the more your lungs fill up with water, the harder it is for you to breathe. That's what the coronavirus is doing. The coronavirus is causing your lungs to fill up with fluid, and you can't stop filling up with fluid in order for you to breathe. That's the hard part. So if you have respiratory problems, chances of your survival rate is very low, but it's only a small percentage of people that have a respiratory problem that's bad enough to where they can't breathe. So it's two different things going on. When it comes to the 5G, the radiation that comes from 5G is killing you totally different. The radiation from the 5G is going to the metals that are inside of your body. Your copper, your iron, your zincs, those type of metals that are inside of your body is what the radiation from the 5G to 4G to 3G, all those put off radiations. Those radiations where you're close to those towers, that's what it's affecting in your body, is the metals that are inside of your bodies. That's what's causing them to vibrate, and that's what's gonna cause you to be sick. There are two different type of ways that you're gonna get sick between 5G and the coronavirus. They're two different things. The best way to protect yourself from both is to increase your immune system. All right, now to increase your immune system, you're gonna need more fruits and vegetables, something more earthly. You're gonna also need to sit in the sun. You just can't sit out in your house and just sit around and wait for them to tell you to go back to regular life. You gotta get at least 15 minutes of sunlight hitting your face every day, so you get all your vitamins that you need from the sun to help your immune system be tough to take the radiation. There's gonna be a lot more radiation, and you need to understand, if they find us something that's gonna better our globe, but eliminate people in the process, it's a bonus for the elites, because we're overpopulated with too many people that cannot be controlled. That's what everyone needs to understand. So if everyone's saying, oh, if 5G goes up, it's gonna kill people, but it's gonna make it faster. You're right. They're gonna install 5G so they could have more cars that move off electric. So you can do more things with technology. That's what the 5G is for. The 5G is for you to do more things with technology. The coronavirus is to kill off the weak, to start eliminating the population. You have to understand, everyone in the world cannot, there's too many people to supply life forms too. There's not even enough food to make for everybody on the planet. And everyone, it just keeps populating over and over. There's more people than jobs that are needed. And the 5G is going to replace people at jobs as well. So we would have to go to a global income that the government gives you. So they have to regulate that, because we're going into a world where technology is going to be running everything, that there would be no use for people as much. So this is the beginning of the population control, to see who could psychologically live through it, as well as who could physically live through it. So the people that sit in the house and their brain turns into rat brains, and they lose their mind, they start snapping on their family, they start snapping on their kids, they become very violent, they do stuff to cause harm to others, and more outbreaks happen and more people die, they're not gonna last. And if you do something stupid to go to jail, you're just gonna be locked up, ready to die as well, because the coronavirus is in jails to the point where they can't do anything about that. So with a lot of these prisons that have the coronavirus, they're letting those inmates die off, because it's all form of population control. So once they get that under order, then they're gonna install more 5G, because you're gonna need more 5G in order to make technology better, so everyone could be controlled, so they can eliminate money, so more cars on electric can hit the road, go into a virtual digital world. You need 5G to do that, more speeds, more bandwidth. But the radiation that is put off is gonna hurt a lot of people with weak immune systems. So people are gonna die from being unhealthy. So people laugh at vegans. They laugh at people that better their health, because they're so used to eating foods that makes them feel good. So now eating processed food can actually kill you, based off of if you get the coronavirus or the 5G towers. It's all gonna be based off of what you eat, and how much metals are in your body, and how healthy your organs are. That's what it boils down to now, is how healthy your organs are. Whether it's 5G or whether it's the corona, it's really how healthy you are. Your money can't save you. Yo, flashy things, your status, none of that can save you now. And the reason why it can't save you now is because it boils down to health. Physical health and mental health are the only people that's gonna be able to survive in the new world order. And that's my thoughts on the coronavirus. Hopefully I was able to answer some of y'all questions in the comment section, but those are my thoughts and views on the coronavirus and 5G. This is Anthony Spade. Hit that subscribe button. Hasta la vista.